Hello, everybody. My name is Kashi, and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. So, we are finally Maya's lawyer. We just got over grilling Detective Gumshoe, and now we are going to be grilling Miss April May on her testimony, which we obviously know is going to be BS. Let's waste no time and get in it. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Ma'am, you make me very uncomfortable. Hmm. Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. Even if she winked at the end. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Excuse me, Judge Grandpa? The fuck? Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Yeah, well, her testimony was as real as her boobs. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Oh, shit. Don't go after our deceased boss. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross examine the witness? I just love how it's like, no thanks. After just making that fuss, nah, I think I'm just gonna peace out. Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's probably vanity. Very well, you may begin your cross examination. Okay. Okay. The one attacking her was the mousy girl. Oh yeah, I forgot we still lost brownie points with Judge Grandpa. Uh, let's press you on this. She dodged. Dodged what? Well, the attack. Fuck you, Edgeworth. Okay, that's it. All right, let's press you on that. Why? Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know, I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. I. Ooh. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. But badgering? You insisted on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? They're being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. We're on the facts, okay. Did I already question you on this? How did you know it was my client? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. Okay, I can either say you're right or I question your testimony. I have to live with my choices. All right, in this case, I don't actually have to live with my choices. I went ahead and saved because depending on the outcome of both depends on which one I actually keep. So let's go with I question your testimony because we did find the wiretap. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Ugh. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this. Uh, okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Phoenix, I'm getting some judgy vibes from you, my dude. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of those things. The testimony is bogus. But, but. Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. I was there, though. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. Ma'am, please don't jiggle your boobs like that. That button is already fighting for its life. And as much as most weebs on the internet would love to see that, this channel would not. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. It's fine though because we have the wiretap. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. The hippie clothes? That's fantastic. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statuey clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Judge Grandpa, I am definitely smelling favoritism. Please begin the cross examination. Okay, we're going to question on how you knew it was a clock. Okay, we're going to question you on that. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Oh, well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win all of them. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Okay, I totally skipped the other one. I thought it was going to be like, oh, okay, that's all her stuff. So this was the testimony in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her, figuratively, of course. Well, thank you for clarifying that it was figuratively. Okay. We tab to present. Yeah, I didn't mean to press that. Okay, E to present. Oh shit, we're gonna lose grandpa points. Damn it! Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't. We're just gonna cha-cha real smooth out of the way and restart our game. Whoopsies. Definitely didn't restart the game to right before I showed the wiretap. What? I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Okay, I did see everything I did. So you saw me then too? Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? She got you there, bud. The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Aw, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Is it possible to die from secondhand cringe? Because I think I am. Very well. Continue. Wait, did we? We're just gonna question everything. Is that right as in you're right? As you looked from the hotel? Um, which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Again, we're just gonna press everything. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair is like all done up like a bun. What happened then? Okay, question her on this. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? All right, let's see. We have to be able to do something. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
Ma'am, you make me very uncomfortable. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it.
Uh,
Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
ooh,
And the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. And the defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some favoritism here, and it's definitely not me. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I have caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Thank you, Grandpa. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it. Yeah, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fay and Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go over there? I heard it from my hotel room.
Okay, first of all, that would have to be the loudest clock I've ever heard if you could hear it from your hotel room.
The law offices of Fay and Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel.
But again, you wouldn't be able to hear a clock unless it's the loudest freaking clock on this planet. And I'm sure the windows are probably closed too.
She could have easily heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door.
You have proof that she could not?
Uh,
Amateurs, amateurs. Listen to me. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing.
wow, way to take a dig at my self esteem for the day. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. And then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard.
The prosecution denies your request.
Edgeworth, choke on a dick. What? On what grounds?
This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand.
Okay. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is, as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May,
What a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
he knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Haha, impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is I always forget I have to press E. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. My grandchildren probably have one just like it.
Ooh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Rabble. You having an aneurysm over there, buddy?
The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention.
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. I'm not gonna read this, we've already heard it. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss Fay, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, because it's handmade. The witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well, then let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, I love the puns. They're so fun. Oh, excuse is not on sale today?
Ooh,
Oh no.
What's it to you, porcupine head?
Oh, damn.
That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die.
Damn, girl. That was a switch. Oh, whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witnesses will remain calm.
Oh, oh, oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Ma'am, have you been taking your meds consistently? Scary. It's okay, Phoenix. Women scare me too. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held a clock in her hands. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Well, let's see it then. Show me evidence proving what the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Okay, this time we can use the wiretap. Have a look at this.
Matt?
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim and Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not?
Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Hell yeah, winning brownie points is Judge Grandpa again. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone?
Yes.
Can you prove that? I think not.
Did you not listen to the recording like everyone else? Oh, yeah, I think I can. It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is. Yeah, but listen one more. Listen once more to the conversation. It's April May. You used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
I. Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you. You lawyer.
Wasn't able to read what she said beforehand. I apologize. Awkward silence.
It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? Uh,
Yeah, I'm not doing crying voice. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Okay, no, it wasn't her because we know it was Mr. White, so why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant?
Gah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. What's wrong with my tone of voice? Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! Like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, like normal coffee, but cold.
Well, yes, I live off of iced coffee, so yes, I do know what iced coffee is. Well, thank you for explaining it to the audience who may not know.
If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
So, where does that leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, now that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder.
No, they're gonna let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. I'm just not sure how much more we can examine her. So, let's go ahead and call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. Now, there's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
Well, to be honest, Miss April May, I actually don't give a shit about your opinion.
I object to calling the bellboy.
You object to everything. At this point, I could probably say we're not going on a date tonight, and you would object and be like,
Actually, no, we are.
why? What's your reasoning?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing.
Well, I hold the fact that I don't care.
However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this a witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you've examined the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay.
Oh, that is bullshit.
That is my condition.
What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Mayo will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Okay, we're gonna go with my gut, which is probably a terrible idea. Accept the condition. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except, well, everything. I mean, if we lose, couldn't we just appeal? Understood. I accept your condition. As long as you accept my condition that you're a giant weenie.
Hmm. Fool. You fell right into my trap.
Oh, bite me. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. And the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Wow, great observation skills, Edgeworth. How do you do it? The fact that he brought tea and snacks make me very happy. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to call it here because I don't want to make the same mistake as the first episode, which is going really long because, let's be honest, we all have short attention span here. Also, I just wanted to say, if you like my channel, make sure you subscribe. Because after all, if this is going to be a dumpster fire, we might as well have some friends. So, everybody, as always, keep it salty, keep it real, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.